Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Doherty, and I wanted to share with you a word about fear, specifically where fear comes from and where fear does not come from. Fear comes from the enemy. The enemy will use fear to weaken our faith. In times like these, we need to have faith that God will see us through. We have to have faith that God knows what he's doing, even if we don't understand it. We cannot give in to fear. We do not have to be afraid of the enemy and what the enemy will use against us. On Tuesday of last week, I had a dream. And in this dream, I was with a couple people outside. It was overcast, kind of cloudy. And I saw this big eye up in the clouds. And I looked to the person next to me and I said, "Does that look like a giant eye to you?" And he said, "I don't see anything." So I looked at this eye again. And this eye started to turn towards me. And it became a face. A big demonic face floating in the clouds. It was big, probably around 7 stories tall. And it looked at me with this really angry face. And it said in an equally angry voice, "Stop telling them." And I could only assume that it meant stop telling them to not be afraid. And I replied, "As long as the Lord gives me breath and the words to speak, I will continue to tell people not to be afraid." And about that moment, it kind of wailed in anger. And suddenly next to it, there was a dinosaur. T-Rex. It was kind of red. Didn't expect that. Kind of cool. Anyway, giant red T-Rex. It was snarling and roaring at me. And I said a prayer that God would protect me from these demons. And right about that moment, the T-Rex kind of leaned over, and in a scene right out of Jurassic Park, it chomped me all the way down to my knees. And as it did that, fear wasn't what went through my head. What did go through my head, in this order, that's it. I expected a little more. That's probably going to leave a mark. Followed by, am I supposed to be scared now? And then a thought that probably from my 10-year-old inner self, that's so cool, I just got ate by a T-Rex. I'm sure that's not what that giant demonic face in the clouds had intended. For me to think it was cool getting eaten by a T-Rex. And that was about when I woke up. It was so realistic that I immediately started fumbling through the covers to see if I could find teeth marks in my legs. But what occurred to me was, I wonder if that's how David felt when he faced Goliath. No fear. Not self-confidence. Confidence in God. I didn't do anything. Was that how Daniel felt when he got thrown into the lion den? It's about fear. We don't have to fear the enemy. Christ gave us authority to cast out demons in his name. So what do we have to be afraid of? We really don't. It reminds me of scripture. 2 Chronicles 20, verse 17. The battle is not for you to fight. Take your position, stand still, and see the victory of the Lord on your behalf, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not fear or be dismayed. tomorrow go out against them, and the Lord will be with you. We're not alone. We're not here to fight the battle. We're here to recognize that God is going to fight the battle. We just have to watch and have faith. So as you go out by yourself, try to remember, this is not your fight. The Lord will fight this battle. So, have faith. God bless you. And take care.